It's the culmination of a year of planning, pruning, and praying that the weather cooperates.
Whitney Amann and Chief Photojournalist Jeremy Erickson take us to Peninsula Cellars on Old Mission Peninsula, where winemakers are harvesting the fruits of their labor for this week's Brewvine.
People have no idea how much effort goes into making a bottle of wine. They just see the wine on the shelf and grab it, but you know, there's so much going on in that wine. It's a time capsule of what happened, you know, from the spring all the way up until the bottling of it.
It's a busy time of year for the wineries on Old Mission Peninsula. On top of the fall color wine tours, they're in the middle of picking and pressing the latest crop of grapes. Peninsula Cellars is in the process of making its next batch of tasty time capsules, one that highlights another great growing season. This vintage has been exceptional. I would say it's another epic vintage. We've had 3 vintages in a row that have been spectacular. We've had just a warm and sunny growing season. Not too hot, but warm and sunny and extended. We're about 2 weeks ahead of schedule. Right now, they're about 2/3 of the way through harvest with a couple more varietals left to pick. When they're not unloading the estate-grown grapes, the winery is weighing, destemming, pressing, and storing all the future glasses of Gamay Noir. Here we are in the thick of it, in the middle of harvest season on the Centennial Farm here. It's a very special time of year for us. Really hectic, really busy, but a lot of excitement and a lot of fun. Here we have 40 acres of grapes right by West Bay, the deepest part of West Bay. We started off the season pressing a press load of apples, and then we started with grapes, and then we're going to fit in another press load of apples at some point. So tank space is getting tight. Even though it's the busiest time of year for Peninsula Cellars, they're excited to do it all over again next year. Winemaking is really fun because it's cyclical. Here you harvest the grapes, you crush them, you make the wine, and in the end you share with your friends and family. For Brewvine on Old Mission Peninsula, I'm Whitney Amann.